The Giants play tonight, and it's cool to bring in someone who not only has an expertise in the world of movies and television and music, but he's also a mega Giants fan. And he comes to us on a rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
He is the writer for the Marina Times, the Coastal Commuter, the Culture Blaster. It's Michael Snyder.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, my God. There is joy by the bay, record-setting, expectation-defying, spirit-lifting, the gritty, determined 2021 San Francisco Giants, canny vets, talented newcomers, savvy coaches pulling it together to make baseball history. And now it's time for them to determine their playoff destiny. I love this team, guys. I love them. In a manly way. In a manly way.
Okay. Yeah, I
that's not fake. That's real.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, you do. You're a true Giants fan and have been for as long as I've known you, and all the way back to the old days. So.
Yeah, you and me sitting at Candlestick Park making up home run calls. I can't even. Those were the good old days.
That's right.
Actually, guess what? These are the good old days. And speaking of what's going on this weekend, it's Fleet Week, and lest you think I'm some sort of pie-eyed dreamer, I believe in a strong military. Very proud of my Annapolis grad brother and his service as an officer in the U.S. Navy. We're a little different. I like to say he's NATO and I'm boho. But anyway, I'm happy the city economy is juiced by the celebration, but that doesn't change my discomfort with the Blue Angels flight team, rehearsing for their inevitable Fleet Weekend air show.
It's a bit noisy. Yeah,
oh, my God, terrorizing. Look, the angriest people I've seen this week are the hard hats at Polk and Pacific who are in the process of building yet another superfluous condo. And apparently the ear-splitting jet noise is interfering with their ear-splitting construction noise. So they're very angry about that.
Wow, it's a tough run for you. You hear a lot of noise, don't you?
I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory.
Yeah, well, you hear a lot. I mean, definitely the Blue Angels are spectacular if you can catch a glimpse of them, but they make a lot of noise.
That's true. Speaking of noise and making noise and a big weekend, guess what?
Yes.
The final of 5 James Bond movies starring Daniel Craig opens.
Yes.
It opened last night. People were showing up at the Metreon, and they were like camping out. They had their license to sit on their butts and wait for a movie.
I get what you did there.
Oh, that song gives me goose flesh, my friend. Oh,
the song's in the movie, isn't it? I hope.
Right? The very beginning of every Bond movie, you're looking down that gun barrel, and whoever's playing James Bond spins and fires. And no one, I've said this before, no one has done it with more purpose than Daniel Craig. I'm a big fan of Connery's and Craig's, and the guys in the middle, not so much. But let's get to the movie. No Time to Die is long, involved, and constantly percolating with amazing action sequences, surprises, and, yes, emotional moments that feel earned in what is essentially Chapter 5 in a 5-part saga.
Wait a minute. Emotional moments? Am I going to cry during this Bond film?
You may get a little choked up, or though it could be the assassin in the seat behind you. I have no idea. If you feel a choking, it could... Don't turn. Okay. You don't want to see who's doing this. Anyway, Daniel Craig has been the James Bond for the 21st century with all of its political gray areas, shifting alliances, evolving social standards and gender roles. And speaking of evolving, Craig's Bond has absolutely matured from the blunt instrument of Casino Royale to a wounded but still resourceful and resilient hero. And if you've been watching every installment, you see it and believe it. And personally, I preferred Casino Royale, the first film, the third film, Skyfall, and this one, No Time to Die, to the second, Quantum of Solace, and the fourth, Spectre. But you don't get from the first to the fifth without the other two movies in this big screen miniseries, and all of them have their share of thrills. In No Time to Die, from the previous Bond movie, Léa Seydoux joins up with Craig's Bond. She plays psychologist Madeline Swan, the love interest. Christoph Waltz as 007's archenemy, and head of Spectre Ernst Stavro Blofeld is back. Ralph Fiennes as M, head of MI6. He's back. Ben Whishaw as Q, Naomi Harris as Eve Moneypenny, and Jeffrey Wright, the wonderful Jeffrey Wright, as CIA agent Felix Leiter, one of Bond's few friends. And there are new faces, including Rami Malek, whose face is kind of trashed as the villainous Safin, and Lashana Lynch as Nomi, the new 007. What's this, I hear you say? Yeah, it's 5 years after a series of incidents that opened the movie. And these incidents have thrown Bond's world into chaos, and they will, by the way, rock the audience's socks off. Blofeld is...
So wait a minute. So when the movie opens, there's another Bond, you're saying? That's this woman who's 007?
There will be another Bond shortly. There's a sequence 5 years after the sequence at the beginning of the movie. There's another Bond. There's not another Bond. There's another 007.
No, another 007. That's what I meant.
Anyway, so Blofeld is in prison. Bond has returned to Jamaica, where he's retiring. By the way, the site of Dr. No, the first Bond film, the one that introduced Connery in the role of the super spy. And since Bond is out, he's been replaced by a woman at MI6 with a license to kill. But Felix Leiter shows up with a smashing and plucky associate played by the lovely Ana de Armas, and Bond is pulled back into the world of espionage in very exciting and mind-boggling fashion.
Out of retirement, you're telling me. Bond comes back.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
There's not even a cane. Anyway, the director and Oakland native, Kari Joji Fukunaga, delivers...
Come on. Hey, thank you.
We have a local hook here. He delivers a wonderful swan song. Get it? Madeline Swan? Swan song?
Oh, my God.
To Craig
if you ding him, Chris, on that, I will come in there.
Be careful, Chris.
Anyway,
I knew you would do that. I knew you would do that.
Anyway, Fukunaga brings this 5-picture run starring Craig to an end. And by the way, Fukunaga also directed the powerful Beasts of No Nations about African child soldiers, the damn fine 2011 adaptation of Jane Eyre. He's not an action picture hack. 2 more quick notes. Phoebe Waller-Bridge of Fleabag fame is one of the screenwriters, along with some Bond regulars.
Wow.
And her dry wit is in evidence. And Billie Eilish's theme is so good, it's as good as Adele's Skyfall theme. And that was the gold standard for the past 20 years of Bond themes.
I agree.
Until Eilish, who kicked butt.
Wait. You're telling me that the director of Jane Eyre directed this James Bond movie?
Yes. As a matter of fact, Bond refers to Madeline Swan as Miss Swan. He's very dignified. And she refers to him as Mr. Bond. And they're wearing ascots. No, of course he can adapt to something like James Bond.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, okay, but he can direct with heart, that means. Yeah, okay,
well,
go ahead.
Absolutely. There's a lot of that here. Anyway, this thing globetrots from the frozen north to sunny Italy to the Caribbean to Asia to London. There are stunts. There are japes, there's romance, there's no time to die. And at 2 hours and 43 minutes, there's no time to pee. You've been warned. You've been warned. Anyway,
oh, my God. I thought Skyfall was too long, to be honest. I know you liked it so much, but I thought it was a little on the long side.
Well, this is longish, but I swear
to God. Can you let
him
finish, sir?
I'm sorry. I was just making up.
I love every moment. Let's move on.
Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. And I'll bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowner's or renter's insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com.
Pure and gut-wrenching drama front Mass is a 4-person masterclass in acting as well as a timely doctorate and discourse on the lingering costs of violence in our society. Essentially, 2 sets of parents meet in a church conference room that's usually used for, Al-Anon meetings and such, and they are there to get closure on an horrific incident that affected them all. Their conversation is brutal and tender, raw and heartbreaking, and totally riveting. The 2 couples are played by Jason Isaacs and Martha Plimpton, and Reed Birney and Ann Dowd, and they all do peak work. Now, this is to be expected from the great Ann Dowd, but I was also impressed by Isaacs, who was last seen on Star Trek Discovery, and thoroughly blown away by the honesty and depth of Martha Plimpton's performance. She used to play like the goofy, ingenue best friend type, and now has embraced her age and power as a dramatic actress. Fran Krantz, who's this nerdy type actor best known for his work with Joss Whedon on the sci-fi show Dollhouse, wrote and directed Mass, which will merit consideration on all fronts as awards season approaches. Kranz's a talent to watch. Mass broke and rebuilt me in cleansing, regenerative ways. It's in theaters.
Dang, that's a really good review.
He liked both these movies a lot.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah, of course it isn't. But it's based on true horrible things that happen in the real world. Okay, let's roll on and wrap up. Lamb is based on an Icelandic folk tale. No, it's not the story of Björk's bizarre rise to pop stardom. No, it's about a couple with a sheep farm in a rural area who discover a strange thing happening in their sheep barn over the Christmas holiday. A mewling newborn is, how shall I put this, different from the other sheep. In fact, the childless couple, played by Noomi Rapace, who's the original girl with the dragon tattoo in the Scandinavian movies, and Hilmar Sauer Gudnason, decide to bring the creature into their home and raise it as their own child. It's got that fairy story whimsy.
No ding for Salmar Gudnason. I mean, I think that was okay. Thank you very much. So they decide to bring this creature in and raise it as its okay.
It's got a fairy story whimsy, but it's also dark as hell, especially when a visitor to the farm is so freaked out by the lamb that he's compelled to do something about it. Rapace and Gudnason are they're wonderful as the husband and wife. And the lamb of the title, all I can say is that it reminded me of certain parts of David Lynch's Eraserhead in the spookiest way.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Anyway, it won in certain regard at Cannes this year for first-time director Vladimir Johansson, and I'd venture to say the movie deserved to be honored. Now, if I could just get the title creature out of my nightmares.
That's what worries me.
Lamb is in theaters right now.
Oh, my gosh. Give me just 15 seconds. We're out of time, really? He's got Addams Family, too.
I got a quick review of the Addams Family, too.
Yeah, really quick, 15 seconds.
It's more of the same. Only more lame. It's more of the same. It's more of the same, and it's pretty lame.
Michael Snyder loved No Time to Die. He loved Mass. Sounds pretty intense. And he loved Lamb. But he said it may be tough to wash that creature that they find in the barn out of your mind. And Addams Family, well, it's the Addams Family.
Yeah,
right?
What can I say?
You can read him. You know, you listen to Michael Snyder, there's a magic in itself, but you can read his words in the Marina Times. He's the coastal commuter, and you can see him. You want some FaceTime with him occasionally at the Royal Ground there on Polk Street. And go Giants.
Oh, baby, I'm on tenterhooks, whatever they are. I don't know what they are.
It's a Giants Niners weekend. Michael Snyder, thank you for joining us.
You betcha.
Bye, Michael.
See you, Michael.